really like how the cantata titles, there are a lot of different topics. And so we have historical topics like Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks. And then we also have a lot about science topics. And so some of them are like, what's the weather outside? Perfect when you're teaching your kids about weather and its ecology. And these are just a few of them. And then of course, there are a lot of different classic titles. And so books like No More Monkeys and Happy and You Know It, these are really familiar titles that the kids, that we want them to know, especially our younger learners when they're beginning to read, to be able to be engaged into. Well, there are a lot of different ways to extend the learning after using the Cantata Learning titles. And some of the things that I have done are, as simple as having them sent home with the kids and showing them that they can get to the music online. And there's a really great thing, there's a QR code on the back of each book that you can get to the music that is streamed online for free. So you can get to any of those titles. So that's a really neat thing. But there are all kinds of different activities you can do. I love making digital ebooks with the content, having the kids make their own illustration. And of course with like the science and the social studies topics, that's something that can be tied into even what we want the kids to be doing within their own curriculum, the things that they're learning, maybe about their community or maybe about being responsible, things that our younger learners are definitely learning in their classrooms.
Out came the sun and shined all the rain. The itsy bitsy spider went up the spark again.
These are really great to use with large groups and small groups and even just kids individually. With a large group, you could put the cantata title up on a smartboard and the kids could interact with it as a large group. You could also use them in a small group setting for reading groups and even doing things with the different subjects that you have. And one of my favorite things that I have seen using them with like remedial reading or using them in a special ed setting, because with the music it really gets the kids engaged where they can move around and they can get engaged in what they're learning. I've seen a teacher use them for partner reads within that kind of setting, and also just where they can follow along with the music that is online, and so they can follow along with their fingers, and that's really, really good when you're especially working with kids maybe that need a little extra help. They can use that. These are really good to use also for the school to home connection, because this is something that kids are really excited about and proud to bring home to their parents, where they can then build that community through their home and school, that they can listen to the same music at home with their parents too. So it's really fun to have that familiar song and book in their head. There are a lot of things included in the back of the book that will help you extend the learning. You can find the song lyrics and also the music to each song. And you can also find a glossary, which helps with words that maybe the kids don't know or aren't familiar with, and guided activities that are really great for you to also extend the learning for each book. There's also going to be a QR code included within the book too.